Hi again, it's Craftyria. What am I going to do with all this stuff? I'm going to have to figure it out. Let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with this. This was a souvenir that I had gotten on a cruise. We had a family gag gift exchange on the cruise. It was a big family cruise. We all purchased a souvenir along our travels, and we wrapped them up in some way. And at the end of the cruise, we did like the white elephant game, and we ended up drawing numbers and picking our prize. Well, this was what I had gotten as my prize. It's a little cup and spoon from Mexico. It's really cool. Well, that's not why I'm here. But anyway, that's a really neat little thing. But it was in this box. And I love the images on this box, and I decided that I would recycle the images on this box and make a couple of cards with it, because of course I would, right? So I'm going to go ahead and take this box apart and do something really cool with it. I don't know what, I have no plan. I just picked out some stuff that I thought matched it. Like this background paper I thought went well with the colors. It was just in my scrap drawer. I have these whale stickers that are so cute, and I think they go really cute with it. I have some cruise stickers that I thought I might use with it. I'm not sure. I have some ribbons. Actually, this is some lace, but I do have this ribbon that is really cool. And I mean, it's just, I've had it in my stash for years. It's this braided ribbon. And I thought the colors went well with it as well, and it would add some texture. And I have two card bases. They are cut 4 inches by 5.5 to go in those special little envelopes that I have. And I have some pieces of cardstock that came with those envelopes, and in all different colors that I thought I could use for matting. So let's get started and we'll see what we can come up with. So the first thing I need to do is take this box apart. So I got my cutting mat and my knife and a ruler, and I have some scissors as well. So I'm going to take the back of the box off. Let's see what I can do. I'm not sure how this comes apart. It's got some cute little stuff on the inside as well. Oh, and this folds into the inside, so let's see. I'm going to unfold it all. So we even have that part of a background there. Alright, so I'm going to just cut down one of these sides with my scissors and to try to take it apart. There we go. And I'm going to just cut it apart a little bit just to make it easier. And I'll put aside the stuff I don't think I'm going to use. It's pretty thick cardboard. Set those aside, and I have these two pieces. I don't know if I'll be able to peel the backing apart a little bit, you know, to peel this off of the backing so it's not so thick on the card. And I'm cutting it there because there's a big crease there, and it wouldn't look good if I kept that together. But I might be able to use that on something as well. But I'll set it aside for now. I'm going to play around with this and see if I can't get this to separate off the back so it's not such a thick piece. I can get that one piece off and get this corrugated piece out without ruining the front. Maybe I should try it on this in case I ruin it. This is my practice piece. Yeah. see if I could. Let's see, it ripped a little. So if I do it on these, I'm going to have to be really careful when ripping it apart. Let's see if I can't do it really carefully and go nice and slow. That'll work. That's good, because then I have just that piece instead of the thick cardboard in the back, because that would make it really bulky to mail. All right, so let's try this one. It's getting thin down there. I'm a little scared. Okay, I was afraid I was going to rip it. All right, so I have these two pieces. Let me see if I can find my bone folder. I'm just going to burnish them down, make sure they're not wrinkled. All right, I'm probably then not going to need my mat. Get that out of the way. I thought I might need to cut the cardboard on a straight line, but I don't. So I have those pieces, but I will need to cut these out on a straight line. And I have this little baby paper trimmer that I'm going to go ahead and use. I'm going to start with a straight line, as straight as I can, and just give that a trim, just to cut off my crooked cutting and to cut off the folded area, just to make sure it's all nice and straight. So I have a nice rectangle. And let's do the same with this. I'm going to try to cut it as straight as I can. Put that to the side. So I have these two pieces that I'm going to use. I'm going to use one on each card. I'm going to make two cards. I'll put that one aside. Now I have to decide, do I want it? I think I want it this way, because then that gives me more room on all four sides of the card. What if I run this down here? This looks like one of those rugs or blankets you would find in Mexico. Just to try to get an idea, I'm of course going to have a background behind it. And maybe a whale down there. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that. So let's see what colors I have. I've got some green and yellow. I have a red. And the blue. The red matches the roofs. I think the green matches the mountains, the yellow matches the sun, and the blue is good for water. I think I'll go with those colors. First, to decide if I want to do kind of like a color blocking, or if I want like that in the back. Maybe mat this on yellow. Just kind of getting an idea. If I put this here. I don't know that I want the blue in the background. Let's get a full sheet of that green. Let's see. If I put the green in the background, mat that, or maybe the yellow in the background. Yes, I think so. And then I'm going to mat this on the green, possibly. Have this go down the side. And then have one of these guys down at the bottom. Okay, I think I'm going to start with this. So I'm going to use the yellow as the mat, and I do have to cut it down a little bit so you can see the white behind it. So I'm going to take just about 1/4 of an inch off each edge. Well, maybe 1/8 of an inch off. I'll start with an eighth. I'm going to eyeball this side because my measurements don't go that far. Yeah, I think I like the smaller matting. The reason I really want to mat it is because I want to fold this back behind the card, the frayed edge. Okay, I'm going to put some of my glue or tape down the side here. And I will put this just down the side. Then I will fold it over and treat it like I do any other ribbon. Put some tape runner on the back and run it off the edge of the ribbon. That way I have a double layer of the tape, and it's really going to hold on to that ribbon. Then I will fold it over. I want to make sure it's not sticking off the edge of the card. Then I will mat it onto here with just a little bit of a green matting. All right, so I have that piece there. So I'm going to stick this down on the card backing. I'm going to carefully try to put some of this tape over those edges of the ribbon. Just to make sure it all sticks down really good. Make sure my card's opening the right way. I'm going to line up the bottom left and the top right of the card and just stick this down. I'm going to push it down up underneath there to make sure that that sticks down really well. So then I have that piece there. Okay. Then I have to decide what I want to do at the bottom. I think just one of these whales down at the bottom would be great, but I have to pick out which one. I'm thinking I like this one since it matches that green, or that blue one. Well, I think I still like that because it's got the light blue and that green together. But I also have to decide if I want to stick this up on some foam tape. Okay, I have some foam tape here. It's not very thick. I went with some of the foam tape that I have that's a little bit thinner so it doesn't make the card too thick for mailing. I'm going to have this kind of touch that ribbon there, kind of go over the edge of it just a little bit. And I think we decided on this little whale and put him down at the bottom. I'm happy to be using these stickers. Very cute. So there's one card there. It's kind of cute. Kids playing. We have a little dolphin there. We have our little whale at the bottom. Kind of cute. I love this ribbon. Very neat. Okay, my next one. I have another card back. And these are cute. They're getting in a boat, and there already is a whale on this card. And I might kind of keep the same general background, pretty much the same. I don't think the bright yellow is going to work as much with this because it doesn't have the sunshine, and that yellow in the back is not as bright. But maybe I'll do the blue for a background. There's orange in the back of those trees. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Same way I did before. About 1/8 of an inch off of each side, and I'm just eyeballing this other side. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and put the ribbon on. I should use my sharper scissors. Where's my gun? My glue gun? There it is. It was hiding under paper. Okay. Put a couple of stripes of adhesive here to hold this down really well. I don't know where I got this braided ribbon from. I've had it in my stash for years. I did not purchase it. I'm thinking I got it as a gift from somebody or in a swap. I'm taking the extra adhesive off the side. The great thing about this adhesive, it just puts down adhesive and not tape backing, so you can peel it off really easy. Okay. And I'll do the same thing on this side as I did on the other. I'm actually going to trim this a little bit since it's kind of long and unruly. Of course, I should have trimmed it before I put glue on it. This ribbon would make a really pretty like rug on your card if you wanted to do something with a rug, like maybe a home sweet home card or something about your new home, and if you wanted to do maybe a rug along the bottom, that would be really cute. Okay, there we go. Make sure I have it opening the right way, and line up the bottom left and the top right corners. Uh-oh, I didn't do that right. It's crooked. I'm trying to salvage my work here. I might have to go with it being crooked if I can't get it off. There we go. Whew. Okay, let's try that again. Line up the bottom left and the top right. Oops, I'm holding it the wrong way. There we go. And it has a couple little crinkles there, but that's okay because those are going to be hidden by the image. So with this, I want to be really careful with putting this adhesive down because this piece of cardboard is very thin. And the cardboard is fibrous and it doesn't hold on to the tape very well. I would use glue, but I think it's too thin and I'm afraid that the glue will make it look buckled. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and trim this up. I'm just eyeballing it. No method to my madness, and it's not very, I didn't do a very good job eyeballing it, as you can see. But there we go. It's going to be just like that. And there's enough room on this card where I can go ahead and just lay this flat because the Bon Voyage already has some, it's on foam, so it'll be the dimension and this will be laying flat. Okay. And let me check out this Bon Voyage and see if I want to keep it one length, or I'm just going to barely set it down. Have it like that. Or yeah, I think I kind of like that. I kind of like it overlapping the ribbon a little bit. That piece is sticky. I think it was supposed to go this opposite way. There we go. There, so we have a Bon Voyage card and a whale card. Now this would be cute as a birthday card. You could write on the inside, have a whale of a birthday or something, a cute little saying that would go along with it. Very cute. And of course this would be a Bon Voyage card for someone that, you know, that's going on a cruise or something like that. Very cool. I thought they came out really cool. You guys let me know what you think. So that was a box that otherwise would have been put in the trash, and now it is 2 cards, just using some stuff that I had from my stash. This ribbon I've had many years in my stash. Hi everybody, I'm back. I had a little piece of this left over and I hated to waste it, and I thought I would make a tag. I have enough of this little bit of ribbon and some whale stickers and these palm trees. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'd like to keep the crab in there, but it is ripped on the side. So let me see what I can do. Let me trim this down as far as I can. I'm going to trim it as close to the crab as I can get it. And I'm going to trim the top off. I might not be able to keep the crab in this, but I think I could cut him out and move him in if I get a little bit creative. So I'm going to cut it just to the other side of the crab. Alright, so I have that, and I think I could make a gift tag with that. I could cut this little crab out. There we go. And I'm going to cut out these palm trees. And I will again try to take the backing off to reduce some of that bulk. And I'm just going to kind of cut these out by hand. They're a little too small to put through my paper trimmer. And I'm just going to keep it as a square because it's easier, or a rectangle technically. Okay, I'm going to have to cut that little piece off because it's too wrinkly. I'll cut this little piece off over here a little bit too. Okay, let's see how this looks. I can kind of put these kind of like there. Put this little crab down there. And that's going to go on the top. And a whale will go in the bottom. Maybe that whale. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start by matting this onto a backing. I have to decide which one I want. Probably yellow, and then maybe even mat it on blue. Let's see what it looks like with aqua and then yellow. Yeah, maybe I'll do aqua and yellow. Okay, so I'm going to start with it on here. And again, I'm going to be very careful because this is torn cardboard. It's pretty fragile. And the tape will come off on my hands. Okay. I go ahead and mat this just with a tiny little bit of a border onto this aqua. Just a sliver of a border. There we go. I'm going to take my corner chomper and chomp off each edge there to do the kind of the background of a tag. And then I will mat it to this yellow. I'm going to leave a little bigger border around the yellow. Actually, I'm not too keen about too much of that border the way it is, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it. It's giving it some stability. I'm going to give it a little bit of a big border around that yellow. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. I'm going to chomp those two corners. I'm using the large angle side. This is the We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper. Tag chomper. I'm not exactly sure what they call it. Okay, so there we go. I have that part of the tag. This little piece, I thought if I had it just kind of folded over onto the top, I'm not sure, unless I could bring it through a hole. Okay, let's try punching a hole. And let me see what I can do with the hole. This is all an experiment. Gonna kind of eyeball the hole in the middle there. There we go. Let me see if I can get this to go through. There we go. Yes, and I don't know. See if I can tie it in a knot. See what that looks like. No. I'm going to dig through my stash later and find a small piece of string, and I'm going to tie a small piece of string or a thin piece of ribbon on there to hold those pieces to the top. I don't think I have anything handy right now, but you'll get the idea. I have this little guy and the trees. And then I will have in the water, I'm thinking this red one, he would really stand out. So I'm going to put him down at the bottom first, move those two things away. There we go, we have a whale in the water. We have some palm trees, and we have a little crab. These are really small pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and use this art glitter glue on the back. Put a little bit on the little crab. There we go. And we have a cute little tag. And I can stamp on the back. I have this. See if this one's too big. Nope, that'll work. This to from, it can be used as a gift tag. And if you don't use it as a gift tag, you can always just, I'm going to use VersaFine ink. If you don't use it as a gift tag, you can always just glue it to the front of a card or something and let it be. Go ahead and line this up. Push it down a little bit. Don't rock it, but let it sit for just a second to let the ink transfer into the fibers of the paper. If you are a rubber stamper and your stamps are not coming out so clean and full, that might be something you need to do. This ink does not dry immediately, so I'm going to be very careful to not touch it or smear it. And after it's dry, I'm just going to come back and tie a little ribbon around there and make a bow. But there we go. We have a cute little tag to go with the two cards that I made before. So if you had someone for a birthday, you could give them the birthday card, put this tag on their gift, or just put it inside the birthday card if you're mailing it to someone as an extra little gift. I'm sure they would appreciate it. And then that's my Bon Voyage card. Well, thanks again for watching, and until next time, go get crafting. Bye-bye.